are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. Exactly. He's like, even if he did it, he the only one thinking the proper way. Like it's horrible. It's a shame that it happened, right? To little poor Chihiro, right? But the fact of the matter is do you want to die? That's the question. Do you want to die? Because if your answer is no, you need to get your shit together so we can investigate. Oh my goodness. Whoa! I was not expecting her to die next. What? I don't know how long it took for me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at, but as soon as I did, my goodness, a wild, almost primeval scream escaped from my mouth. Wow, I was not expecting that. Boy's life of despair. So another girl has been killed. Well, I mean, Leon got killed too, but that's because he got caught. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand,
very strange.
Most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen. Bloodlust, what is that? Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow. And something's been written on the wall. In blood. Bloodlust. Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. This murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed. Unlike with Sayaka, the murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. It's almost as if whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling, too confused to understand what he was trying to say. And before I could even begin to clear my head,
What the heck?
Hey! I heard screaming. Did something. Chihiro! I'm trying to get back into it. Y'all know I was doing the voices and stuff at first, but like just putting these out like back to back and recording them, my voice like after an hour and a half will get strained. So I try to hold back some, but I'm gonna try to get back into it. Bring some oomph, right?
A body has been discovered.
Well, obviously.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
We back with this. It's crazy. This is crazy. What the hell was that?
What?
Ah, that's right. You were unconscious during Sayaka's, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine it's so that the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovered announcement? Then Chihiro really is
Naturally.
dead. Yes. Before you start screaming your head off, go round everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Yeah, y'all see this right here? That's a fucking gray hair. That's not nothing on my chin. That's not like a piece of food or particle or something. That is a gray hair. Yes, your boy's getting old. He's getting up there. Still in my 20s though. That's the crazy thing. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time at all had passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body. Like, my thing is...
Damn.
My thing is... Like, so, like, bear with me. This is just going based off of right now, right? And what I'm seeing right now. Obviously it's not like decisive. It's not like it's 100%. I have no idea who killed this girl, but I'm like, my guess right now is Sakura, or maybe what's his name? The biker guy. I forget his name because it's been a second since I played this. The biker guy. One of those two, because of the fact I can't see the biker guy doing it as Sakura, even though Sakura I can't see really doing it either. But my thing is who is strong enough to like do that, like have her host it, because you gotta host it up unless it was a group job, right? But who would participate in that, right? Knowing that there's not really a benefits to doing it, so that I like want to rule that out. But who is strong enough to hold her up and get like her arms and stuff tied like that? And the only two people strong enough would be Sakura, obviously, and then the biker guy. I'm the only two people that's strong enough to be able to do something like that if it's a one-person job, right? So those are my guesses, but like I said, I don't know who killed this girl, so I could be completely wrong. That's just going based off what I see right now. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Damn, I couldn't keep her safe. So there's another victim, which means we are now in the same position once again. Mondo, that's his name. Fuck, man.
What the
fuck is this?
What?
It's a dream. This is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive. Ugh. Shut up. Alright. Let me investigate. For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there. Yes, I know, but can I investigate how I want to investigate? Like, you look at the word on the wall. On the wall? Man, like, we've seen this already. It's clear as day. I see the blood on the painting I wanted on the picture I want to look at too. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood.
So
I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. It might be a message for like someone's past. Maybe someone killed somebody in the past and they bloodlusted, maybe? Y'all let me know y'all theories as we continue. This is gonna be a premiere, so as we continue down the line, y'all let me know what y'all theories are. But you know that thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it kind of sound familiar? A murderous friend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this serial killer?
What?
Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. I think that's just a cover-up, throw y'all off. The ultimate murderous fiend creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings.
What is this?
Then this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
There's no way! But going so as far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I am surprised at their stupidity.
Well,
I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. Ah! What is it now? Toko! Hina was pointing towards the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. What? Why? Why? She passed out. She does say she don't like the blood. She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko! Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up! Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood. So, she's a hemophobic. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically, she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. So since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count? Gotcha.
Just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta get up! As if she'd hear you. Toko suddenly shot awake, as in she literally jumped up from where she was lying. It was such a strange reaction. It was a total loss for words. She leaped straight up into the air, clinging her stance as she did. Oh. In no time flat, she was just standing up, looking crazy as hell. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. Huh? What? Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know? It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? Obviously she's not. Like, look at her tongue and her face. Like, clearly she's not. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh. Whoa. Is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
what the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No. Everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right?
I see.
It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. I hate fucking voicing Toko or Taka. It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being.
So,
I don't mind taking her, but can someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? Oh? She totally ignored me. Very well. You take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation. The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There is no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma? There it is.
Of course!
Damn, this nigga come out of nowhere, boy. Right as rain! I'm doing all this voice acting. I gotta keep the chops going, you know? Ooh, oh, yeah. Come on now. Vocals! But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just the fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. Then it's happened again. Like, I just don't understand. Like, why we gotta play as this man? Like, I just don't understand how you see this and you still are like in disbelief. Like, can I character select, pick somebody else with a brain? Like, let me play as Byakuya. Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate? It's just like, I'm tired of this man. Like, I literally am. What? Does that not freak you out? You guys have got no balls, you know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, chum.
It's the Monokuma file!
Allow me to present the Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it.
See ya later!
So please, do your very tippity top best on this investigation.
No way!
Do we really gotta do another investigation? It's just like, it's the shock for me. Like, we done went through this. Do y'all think this man's lying? It's the second body. Third, technically, if we count Leon. And y'all sitting here, y'all still stuck on stupid. Get it together. Examining the corpse of one of our friends, having to suspect all of our other friends.
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore.
Oh,
I hate it too.
help me!
I've had enough. I'm getting out of here.
Hey!
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. Exactly. He's like, even if he did it, he the only one thinking the proper way. Like it's horrible. It's a shame that it happened, right? To little poor Chihiro, right? But the fact of the matter is do you want to die? That's the question. Do you want to die? Because if your answer is no, you need to get your shit together so we can investigate. Like, man, how can I already read that. That's true, but to jump into it so soon,
What?
nigga, we don't have time. What? Do you want to die?
Such ignorance.
Fine, then go off and die somewhere, right now. Go ahead. You're a waste of space. Tell him one more time, Byakuya.
Damn you.
I used to think Byakuya was an asshole, but now I'm just starting to realize he's the only one thinking, like, logically. Like he come off as an asshole, but he the only one thinking logically. Like you gotta think like that. A dead body is an object?
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect or I'll beat some into you.
Calm down.
Everyone, stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko!
Because
If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. Facts! And if Byakuya is right that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro,
that's right.
then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up. Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meats.
Hey!
Hold on! If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? I don't understand. I don't remember any rule like that. He probably just made it up. I just came up with it, of course. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your so lovely student life would all be over. The new rule has been added to the regulations.
So then.
In that case, why not limit it to one person?
Hey,
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a scare serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial. I can't say I understand his thinking. But if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger.
Interesting.
Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprits before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up!
So,
This man. Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Nice! I'm gonna get dropped
there
off!
is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin. If we do not solve this mystery of who killed
Is
Chihiro,
that okay?
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. All right, let's investigate. Now, let's hope they let me investigate how I want to investigate and not how other people want me to investigate. Like, let me do this how I want to do it. Excuse me. First of all, I'd better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be at around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. So, blunt force object, so we gotta look for that in the murder weapon. She killed instantly, like once again, that's bringing me back to someone strong, right? Like, you hit someone with a blunt force object, you gotta be able to swing it hard enough to be able to, kill them. And then it could be like a passion, heat of the moment type thing, because it's a blunt object. So maybe you picked it up and grabbed it and swung it real quick, like a weight or something, right? In the heat of the moment. Hey, Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know? So, what do you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So, you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, of course.
Let's
That's who
go.
he is. Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what's just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Perfect. That's what we need. This poster's got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder, so she was hit with the blunt force object. I've just got blood down. Oh, that's the murder weapon right there. Who's strong enough to lift this? See? There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is the blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Locker room dumbbell has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. We also have to keep in mind, right, that a person could have like took her blood like and put it on the dumbbell to like cover it up, right, to throw the scent off, right? Because obviously when we look at that dumbbell, not everybody's gonna be able to lift that dumbbell. I don't know what the weights are, but we got like what, 5, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're assuming they're 10 pounds each, so that's 50. That's 100-pound dumbbells, possibly, right? I have no clue, but based off like looking at that, like it gotta be some sort of heaviness. There's not many people in here. Sakura's one person, Mondo's another person, right, who could possibly lift that, right? So if a person is smart, they would put blood on there to cover it up, so we can't always just go based off of that. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. All right, so that doesn't give us nothing. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind bloodlust? All right, what else we got? Let's look at her body. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body, Chihiro's body.
Very strange.
But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be genocide, Jack's handiwork. Well, but we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. All right. So there's not much that we have from there. Can we like look at like the times? Okay, nope, that's the poster. That's the same thing. Just trying to make sure there's nothing else for us to look at. See what Mondo got to say. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You had Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to do is get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did. Which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't you really thought about that? Haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering. Okay. Mondo's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. All right, let's see what she has to say, Sakura. I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else, then carried here. Good point. Valid point. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still, I still think she came here on her own by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed at around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late? Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night? Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would come here alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she would have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Sakura's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. So, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation. Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? I don't really see anything. Let's go on the voyage. That's not even the scene of the crime, idiot. We don't have to go to the scene of the crime, buddy. There's a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf, which have nothing to do with the case. A flotation donut. I don't think it's related to what happened to Chihiro. I don't see any blood. Maybe this machine gun, this gun was used to... No, impossible. If it were true, Chihiro would be riddled with bullets with holes. That's facts. Camera, maybe? A surveillance camera. Even as Chihiro was being murdered, I bet the mastermind was just sitting there watching. They know what's happening, and they're still forcing us to go through with it. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
You have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called for me? Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Monokuma has a question for you.
You need something?
Or, did I say Monokuma? That's not my character's name. Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader. Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each other, with each of your handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through the door while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone lending their someone their e-handbook, right?
Of course.
Oh, correct. So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room, and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means, hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me. Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in
in
there.
other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get that right?
such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been right in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I wouldn't expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. Yeah! You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So,
You!
so Sleepy, just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together, or else I'll charge you with criminal neglect. Negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest your own damn self.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on here. Card reader has been added to the truth bullet section. Woo! This reading boy be taking me out. We came to the main hall. So, what are you looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? What's this? A surveillance camera. And there's what I can only assume is a gun attached to it. It's so chilling. Mail. There's a mailbox in here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. No, wait. There's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where e-handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. You can assume you can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the e-handbooks, and when I did, Sayaka Maizono. You're right. This is Sayaka's handbook. Now, do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. This game is like crazy. Like, who would have thought that? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been right in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. So, like, if you steal theirs as well without them knowing, like, is that prohibited as well? Or could that be something that's good that you can do? I see. Yeah. Now I understand. Main hall handbooks have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other e-handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs? Yes, he did. They're going to make us rewatch it. The memory of it came flooding back. The cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. Oh, they didn't make us relive it. Okay. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault. No, he said they're indestructible. Remember that? Hey, 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 hey!
Now I'm
Hey!
really angry!
Okay, what the f was that? Like, what? That e-handbook is essential to student life. Here, crucial, integral, instrumental a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure. And it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weakness. It does?
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks. Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Or the person who killed Chihiro broke it. Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken. But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on. That don't mean it's broken. Well, I don't see any connection to the case, to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite. What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, you really think, you truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the true culprit. Is the true culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost attacking suddenly then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Bro. Okay, this is the same conversation. Okay.
Don't make me repeat myself.
So we're leaving now? Hold on. There's still more here waiting to be checked. Like what? These notes? We already looked in the mailbox. There's a mailbox here, and inside are 3 e-handbooks. It looks like the e-handbooks of any dead students are brought here in the mailbox somehow. The rule says loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only lending it against the rules. In other words, there's no problem with borrowing one. Excuse me. One other thing that bothers me is the fact that Leon's handbook won't turn on. Monokuma said Leon's handbook isn't broken, but it won't turn on. That much is certain. Is it really unrelated to the case? Either way, something about it still bothers me. He said there's still more. Oh, right here? Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide you the evidence
It's
you
all
need.
clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Does something like that really? Ah, hey you two. Big trouble. Need your help.
I don't have time to play with you.
We're busy. Leave us alone.
I mean,
But it's an emergency. Emergency! Come on, please. You gotta help me. Okay, what you got to say, I am?
please.
This is serious. This is a serious emergency. Please, please. You gotta help me. Just calm down. Okay, Hina.
I mean,
But, it's an emergency. An emergency? What happened?
well,
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no, and that'd be the end of it.
yeah.
Okay. Come on, hurry! Wait for us, Hina.
Let's go.
It looks like she's headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely. You're right! Alright, Toko. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. Go inside. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, see how she's doing, how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. She loves Byakuya, so that'd be perfect. I may as well give it a shot. The door swung open, slowly and silently. Holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me. What?
Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
She tripping.
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
What? Won't let Genocide Jack have control. And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. Well, what was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I ranged a little while ago, or rang. Oh wait. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. Drive out? Like, is she possessed? Is Genocide Jack possessing her? Like, if that would be a crazy ass twist if that's actually what's happening. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down the door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door. Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared? Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Byakuya, get your ass over here, buddy. Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her to come out of her room? I mean,
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna you're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
What do you want?
Leave me alone. You're all annoying. Byakuya!
It's Byakuya.
Oh, we're not voicing Toko either? Okay. I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control over again. Like, it sounds like she has split personality, maybe? And Genocide Jack is her split personality? Because why are you talking about you won't let him have control, right? You'll drive him out, right? Like, it's not making sense. That's the only thing I can think of. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on! Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise. Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh yeah. Okay, I'll stay here and keep an eye out
Let's
on her.
go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. This man he is pathetic. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. Library. The library? Come on, let's go in. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
He loves saying that. If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside. Whoa! There's so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file, huh?
that's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to a shelf. Like, why? There's so many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all of these? Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean, like, members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with true power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. So the Illuminati. or their version of the Illuminati. If you're ready to disappear for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. No, look, you coward. I hate playing as this man. There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh! Alright. So we looked at all of those. What's this? Oh, that's Byakuya. If you pay close attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover the value for yourself. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there's something inside. I wonder what it is. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? Was that what Chihiro was hanging with? Alright, what else we got? What's down here? Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was investigating in this library is because of this room right here.
Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police records, and things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guy's problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no good. It's no use. I can't keep up with all of this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are unusually impossible, or are usually impossible. What do you mean? Usually. Excuse me. Usual. Normal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anymore in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider unusual or usual is based on your common sense, right? Exactly. What makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all, or anybody else for that matter? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all of these documents more than once? But all this has to be like top secret. confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to a variety of government-related documents that includes foreign powers as well as domestic. Excuse me. How is that possible?
So in other words,
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. Wow. And I have within me, oh my goodness, food I ate, like, man. And I have within me the bloodline that allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of the world backwards and forward. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and material that interests me, which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the material gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case, police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases have been compiled here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics to every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Okay, so now we know why. Bloodlust is written in the wall, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about the particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out, so nobody in this school should know other than Byakuya, because obviously his family, right? So it's either Byakuya did it, right? Or fucking what we were saying before about Toko being possessed, like possibly being possessed by Genocide Jack, talking about she gotta drive him out and she's not gonna let him take over and shit like that. Like, that's obvious possession, right? So those are the two theories now. That's working theories. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each murder. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspecting victim? That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other words,
the culprit isn't a copycat, it's the real Genocide Jack.
in other words,
that's right. There is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among us, among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer, really is walking among us?
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? They for sure are. That's facts. I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become a part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. You got me fucked up. Alright. They reveal the ones with true power, the secret council controlling everything from the shadows. They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for commoners. Well, are you going to look? For now, I'd rather not. So he's still on this. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack file. Could you let me see
That's
it?
fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you.